So when I was in my second year of university, I started going in a bit of a downward spiral. Someone close to me had died. I wasn't doing particularly well in school, and I really had no understanding of why I was at university or what I was trying to accomplish. As a result of this, I really kind of started withdrawing from class altogether. I stopped handing in assignments. I stopped going to class. I even stopped going to exams. Unsurprisingly, I started to fail courses. Now, I recognized that this wasn't good, and so I reached out to UBC counseling at the time. But I wasn't really willing to come to terms with what was actually going on in my own life. I wasn't willing to accept that I was depressed or that I was anxious. And I just kind of talked about procrastination and how I seemed to be putting off issues. So in that first session, we didn't really accomplish much. I wasn't willing to kind of talk about what the real issues were in my life. And as a result, I didn't really find it very useful and started to withdraw. Now, unsurprisingly, things didn't get any better. I didn't end up going to any more classes. I didn't end up handing in any more assignments. And I was now staying up till 5 in the morning and then sleeping until 4 in the afternoon, and had kind of withdrawn from many aspects of life altogether. It was only when I was elected to be president of a student association that I actually ended up recognizing that I had to deal with these issues. Because as much as that they had been harming me and had been difficult in my private life, things were now going to get really public. And so I needed to start to deal with it. I went back to UBC counseling, and I met a really fantastic counselor there. And I was honest with her, and I said that this is something that has been really difficult for me to deal with. I know that it's more than just procrastination, and I also know that I'm someone who will withdraw from this if you let me, so please don't let me. And she was really fantastic, and we started to meet once a week or twice a month, and we met for about 10 months altogether. And along with that, I was now in this new elected position in a job that gave me a really fantastic routine. I had somewhere to be every day. I couldn't afford to be staying up all night, and I ended up being really productive with my time, which also built confidence in other aspects of my life. The function of all of this is that I started to get a lot better, and I started to take more accountability for my own actions and for my own life. And this allowed me to start taking on other jobs. I've had some really fantastic experiences. I've lived all across the country. I'm now in law school, and none of this would have been possible without having reached out to get some help and take charge over my own health. Even today, I still get anxious, I still get depressed, but I also know that it's a physical process, that it's something that if I just take some time to get some more sleep, to eat better, to live a more healthy lifestyle, that I can start to overcome those issues. And I also know that if things get really bad, there's places where I can reach out. So I've been to UBC counseling for their mindfulness stress management groups. I've got some really helpful tips when I've found myself in an even more stressful situation than I've found myself in the past. And I found that that's a really great way of refreshing and regaining that control that I really sometimes quite desperately need. Now, not everyone is going to have had the experience that I've had, and not everyone is going to find that talk therapy and mindfulness and just getting a better routine is going to be all that you need. Whatever is going to work for you is going to work for you. But the truth is that we all have a different path to living a healthy lifestyle. And what's perhaps was very important for me, and what's going to be important for all of us, is to recognize that there's nothing shameful about it, that it is something that can be dealt with, and that if we choose to deal with it, we're going to find a great deal of success.